Hello friends, how are you? It's Saturday night, about 7:15, and I've been painting all day. Been working on various things. Try and get you a little bit better picture there. I've got to get ready. So I've got a multitude of projects for you guys. Tonight we're going to be using this transfer. We're going to be using the script Hello, that one, and we're going to make a wreath using an embroidery hoop and some farmhouse beads and stuff like that. So if you're able to join me as you're popping on, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're new, my name is Laurel, and I'm an independent designer with Couture. And I get inspired by a lot of different things. And I love to come on here and share it with you. So I'm going to point the camera down at my desk, and we're going to get working on this project. There we go. So this transfer, you get 4 different fonts of the word hello. It is called Hello There. And for our project this evening, I am going to cut the sky apart and repackage it because I personally don't really love that crunchy plastic. But you do get some cut lines. And the scissors I'm using we sell, and they're very sharp and they're Teflon coated, so they're great to go through these silkscreen transfers. So that's going to be our transfer. I did forget to get one thing. Let me just reach over here and grab my iron. Plug that in. And I've already got the glue gun charging, so we should be in good shape. Okay. So the title says Embroidery Hoop Wreath. Yes, it does. So what we're going to do is, this is, I'm going to guesstimate a 10-inch embroidery hoop. I picked it up on Amazon for a couple of bucks. I did paint it a few weeks ago. And then I have some just cotton fabric that you can get anywhere. This came in a 2-yard pack at Walmart, I want to say. And I wanted to make sure that was going to fit in there. And this is going to be about the right length, but the width is going to be off. So I think I'm going to just notch it and tear it. And we do that. And pull it straight because I kind of like that little bit of an edge. And this is going to be the top. This piece of twine is going to be our hanger. And I'm going to put this on here. And that'll fit. We're going to do that in black ink. And then we're going to set it. And then for some added fun, I have these. Let's see. These are half beads. They're farmhouse beads that I'm going to attach all the way around the creating the wreath, and then we're probably going to decorate with some flowers or something. And I'm not sure, some of these have flat tops, and I don't want those. So we're going to wait till the end, and either I'm going to paint them or at least touch them up with some white so they match the backer, or maybe bring in another color. So, only other thing I need is my ink mat, which I'm going to grab. And I have a brand new one, so that's fun. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to press this fabric so we can get it nice and ready to go. And then I also have some flowers, some artificial flowers that I'm going to put on this. I have a couple of these. I'm thinking about cutting this one right in half. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's turn the iron on, and hopefully some folks will come and join us. Because the chalking part is going to be very, very easy. This has more to do with prep. So let's see, start sorting these out. I wait for my iron to heat up. See, it has a flat top. I don't know why. With Mother's Day upon us pretty soon, I have a craft fair that I'm going to do, and I want to make sure that I have lots of choices for the moms. Alright, well, maybe that was just a couple of duds. Alright, I'm going to scooch these over here till we're ready for them. We're going to pull these out because we could use those for feet or something on a tray. Okay, so I've just got the little iron today. I think that's all I need for this little stuff. And this black mat that you see me ironing on, it's actually an oven protector that I got at the Christmas tree shop. I think it's about $4. It makes a great surface to paint on because it's Teflon coated, and you can just wipe it up. You can also iron on it. You won't damage your table. And quite honestly, I probably need to go get myself another one, because I got some holes in this one. So we just kind of want to give a good pressing. To where our design is going to go. And when I put it on the mat, that will also help it. Okay, I think that's pretty good until we go to set it. Okay. This is one of our ink mats. It's extremely sticky. Extremely sticky. Try and put it up here so you can see what I'm doing for a change. And when you press it on here, it's important that you don't get any bubbles. Or threads like that, because it will affect. Boy, I got a heck of a thread. It will affect your print. You would use these mats for making t-shirts. It's one thing, or bags. Okay, so we just kind of want to eyeball this. And when you're using ink, like we're using, you do not have to fuzz it. This is a brand new transfer. So we just kind of want to get it as dead center as we can. I think that looks pretty good. And you want to make sure that you're making good contact with that silk screen area. And it's just that simple. So I've got some black ink. Hello. Thanks for coming, Trish. I'm going to do the embroidery hoop wreath. Everybody had a nice dinner. I'm all cleaned up. Okay, the other thing you want to watch is when it gets on your hands, because this is going to be very hard to get off the fabric. So, just got a wet wipe here, and if you're expedient, it'll come right off your hands. I think I got it. Okay. I tend to like to use a smaller squeegee when I'm using ink. I don't know why that is, but I think I have better control. So we're just going to come in here and we're just going to hit the silk screen area, and we're not going to be too concerned about the rest of it. You clean these up with water and a board eraser, which is similar to like a Mr. Clean style eraser. And it doesn't take much at all to do a project. Okay, excess goes right back in the jar. Dirty squeegee goes there to be washed. Make sure you cap your ink, check your hands. I've got another spot over here. Okay, I'm pretty good. I've got my backer. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get started in the corner, and I'm going to pull across, and I'm going to pop this right back down on the backer sheet, and that will go in to be washed very soon. I am going to get the cover for this mat, and I am going to peel this off of it carefully. You don't want it to fold over on itself until you've had a chance to dry it. Okay. So the mat has a cover. That goes right back on together, and that gets put away. Okay, now this guy. So we just want to make sure that it's set. So I'm going to dry it. Seems pretty good. I'm going to grab my parchment paper. Put it right over the top. And we're going to grab our iron. And we're going to go over this. I've heard 2 minutes, I've heard 4 minutes with this little guy. I would say a good 2 minutes each side. I'm just going to go back and forth. I mean, I could probably do it like 1 minute each side, to be honest. Oh, that's been 1 minute. And I'll flip it over. Put the paper back on it. You can tell when the paper is kind of lifting up, it's not sticking to anything, and then you should be good. So the next step is we're going to get this in our embroidery hoop. So I think we're done with the iron. Turn that off. Okay. So we're going to flip this, and this is the way I want it to show out. So I want it to be right in the center. So I've loosened the top. I'm just going to push down on that hoop, and then I'm going to tighten it. Oh, I think I am. What am I doing? So it's on there good and tight. And then I'm going to flip it. And I want it to be a little bit tighter in there. So I'm just going to pull up a little bit. And my original thought was just to kind of fold it over and glue it. I probably should have done it longer, but I think I'm going to cut it off. think I am. Okay. So, I'm sorry, someone's trying to call me. And I can't get to my phone. So, I think I'm just going to cut it off real close. Okay, and we'll worry about trimming it up in a little bit. And now what we need is our glue gun and our glue sticks. Whoop, sorry. Okay. So before we get going, we want the ability to hang this, so I'm just gonna put a little knot in here. And then I'm gonna feed it through here and fishtail it out. And then we get a little hanger and we can cut it shorter if we want to. Okay. So my idea was to glue these beads all the way around. So that's just what we're going to go. Yeah, it's okay, Nora. Thanks for coming. I hope everything is okay. Hope you got outside today and enjoyed the beautiful day that we had. I kind of wanted to make this so you could interchange it, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that. Thank you. So you could grab an embroidery hoop from probably Goodwill, a craft store, but I mean I'm on the hunt for a really big one. I mean like a gigantic one, because I have this amazing transfer that says welcome home, but it's oblong. And I know they make them that way, but I haven't been able to find one just yet. Yowza! That almost got me. Oh, it wasn't taking quite as long as I thought it would. That's good. Alright, so start looking at this and tell me what color I should distress the beads with. Should I antique wax them? Should I come across with a little bit of cream color or white or black? I want to keep it light or farmhouse because I have a lot of spring flowers that I'm going to put on the bottom. So I was thinking kind of like wood look. I'm proud to say that my gang at the hotel is holding it down. They are selling out the place without a lot of help from Mama Bear, which I like. Gave them some advice a couple times today and they ran with it, and they're doing an awesome job. How about that? I'm about too short. Let's see if we can fit one more in there. Ooh, ooh, come on now. I can't. So we're gonna have to cover it with a bow or something, because it will not fit. Well, maybe if I go it like that, it might. Okay. Beads attached, greeting there. Oh, so far I like it. What do we think about the changing of the beads? I think they need to be a different color. And I probably should have done this beforehand, but you know, I think of everything. I think of everything after the fact. So I'm just going to grab a paintbrush and a little tray. And I've got what I want to do. Oh, this is what I want. Exactly what I want. Okay. So I know this looks like super dark. This is like a wax. So I've got these two testers here. Yeah, I don't like that. It just looks muddy brown. Not my fave. Yeah, not my fave. But potentially. I mean, I don't think it'll look bad. All right, come on, guys, talk to me. Am I going for it with this color? Or is it better to go over it in white, or should I do both? Like, I think I could just, like, could do them in this, dry it, and then go over it just a little tiny bit in white, and I've barely got any on my brush, so I'm doing it. I'm just being careful around the fabric. So I'm sorry if you're commenting, I'm not seeing you at the moment. This is giving it a little bit of personality though. Oh, I've got every color. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? I've got every color flower. I've got some daffodils, got some purple iris, got some white roses. I'm just kind of thinking about spring. Today is the official first day of spring. And it was still a little cold here. But at least the rain stopped temporarily. Yeah, I guess this gives it a little something. I'll probably go over it with some white. How have you been, Elizabeth? Good, I hope. Hope everything is good out your way. Yukon. Okay. I'm sure they're far more exciting. But that's okay. I actually spoke to, I had a manager from a courtyard up in, I want to say Waterbury, Connecticut, reach out to me because I've already had my inspection and I guess they're having theirs next week. And they wanted some tips. So I saw that 203 area code come up and I was like, it reminded me of your own phone number from years ago. Oh, I'm not talking very loud. Sorry, I'm pretty quiet. Let me see if I can turn mine up. little better, I hope. I'm not saying much. I'm a quiet painter, I guess. Yeah, thanks. That was kind of amazing. It was weird, I have to say. It was very weird. I'm walking around with my laptop. And with the camera on a Zoom call is how they do it. And believe it or not, I haven't Zoomed that much because I've been working through this whole thing. Well, most of it. And we use other platforms when it's a teleconference, so. They had a huge Zoom call on Friday, though, because I now have a new employer. I'm in the same building, but I have a new employer. All right, let's see. Let's see a couple missing spots over here. It was too pretty to be today to be inside. Were you inside? I hope not. I got out for a little bit. I was actually trying to go to the lumber yard, but I missed them. And I had my first vaccine on Wednesday, and honestly, I haven't felt that great since I had it. So I took Thursday, worked from home. Friday I worked all day, and I was pretty tired. I have to say, I was pretty tired. Today I feel better. I will say I feel better. My arm doesn't hurt as much. Oh, nice. I got the Pfizer shot. You would know probably more about it than I would, but I was very fortunate to get an appointment at all. It's been very difficult to get an appointment, so in my situation, I have to, you know, with my mother and Keith and the work I do, there is no choice. I have friends that are waiting for the Johnson & Johnson shot. I would have liked to have waited for that, but I do feel a little bit better having had it. Not yet. They're gonna do hers at home through her palliative care nursing. She hasn't been anywhere, so Keith has an appointment on the 22nd. How about you? Have you had it yet? I can tell you, having unfortunately gotten coronavirus back in November and doing the quarantine and yes, I feel a little bit better. Having gotten it, I hope it works. You did home vaccinations, okay. How about your mom? I'm sure she was included in that. Had Moderna. Yeah. Yep. I mean, from my understanding, I didn't have a choice. You know, it was kind of the luck of whatever they had at the time. And they gave me a big pamphlet, but I mean, I felt pretty good after. No immediate effects, certainly. And but for the last 2 days, I've been wiped out, tired. It's very similar to the exhaustion that I feel that my doctor mentioned is what they're going to call the COVID hangover. About every 10 days, 2 weeks, I have a day where I am so exhausted I could sleep like a horse standing up. That is stretching itself out, and this felt very similar to that, how tired I had been. We're almost there, guys. 3 to go. They have a name for us. Long hauler. That's what the nurse that gave me the injection called me. She says, "Oh, I hope you're not a long hauler. If you've had the type of exhaustion that you're describing." I try to, because it's my salvation. You know, like it calms me down. You know, everybody knows I work a stressful job. And quite honestly, I'm preparing for a craft fair. So I'm trying to make things that I can resell, and I don't have near enough stuff. So the first show is Mother's Day weekend. And then I'm going to do a farmer's market around the corner from the house. But it's nice. I've moved it into the affected room and gotten it out of my bedroom, so I can just close the door. You know, it's kind of nice. I can just clean up. Don't have to look at it 24/7. All right, I think that looks better. I hope you guys do too. I do think after it white washes down, I was wondering if I should take some of it off with the old baby wipe here. Or at least kind of spread it out. I think it's dried already. Which is cool, I guess. All right. Let's just look at this for a bit and see what we like. I'm going to take some of that same fabric and I'm going to cut some strips to help make a messy bow. And I have some black burlap fabric. ribbon, I should say. It's actual ribbon. And let's just grab some flowers. All right, one more. Okay, now let's grab. All right, so I think that'll. We'll get some twine and some black, and that'll look really good. All right, now, I think flowers, yes? Well, I definitely think some greenery. And I have some lambs here. I think that's nice and soft looking. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know what these are, but they're pretty. I've got some big pink too, but I'm kind of liking this little color palette here. All right, let me grab that glue up. Well, here's the other projects I've been working on. I've got to seal these up. These were for an order. And I've got to make some bows for them tonight as well. And paint the bags, so. All right, let's see. That's great. There we go. I'm going to need a lot of this black. So we'll stick one in there for sure. I'm going to need that for my orders. And I've got some of that, which I think will look nice. Okay, let's deal with this. Oh, nice. Well, where you live is so pretty. I mean, I haven't seen the new area, but that whole section was just so pretty. All right, so this is just a lamb's ear garland that literally I am going to cut apart. So I can use some pieces of it. All right. thing is, the leaves I want to go a certain way, and they don't want to go that way. All right. Maybe I can twist them. All right, so that's the top. I'm just playing around here, guys. Nothing's been decided. Except this is probably going to be our bow at the top. All right. So let's get some of these stems off. Ooh, mercy. They don't want to break. I just bought a pair of wire cutters at the dollar store. Really? Okay. I have this angled thing for holds all my tools, and you would think that it would allow me to see into it. It does not. This is a case of whenever you need that one thing that you planned for that you cannot find. It's kind of annoying. Doggone. Can I stick them up here? Well, let's see if these super scissors will work. Yep. Yep. Come on. Yep. Okay. Now, I hate when they do this. Wow. They are like unbelievable. Okay. Here we go, gang. Never fear. I will figure it out at some point. Okay. So I was just kind of thinking in my mind, something like that. Excuse me. And zip tie. All right, I'm gonna get this started. Okay. It's kind of pretty. know what? I think it would look better with the bow here. So that's how we're going to cover it all up. All right. So what I'm going to do is first things first. All right. Just going to trim the fabric pieces to be a little bit longer because they're all right. I know you can't see what I'm doing. It will be fine and dandy. All right. That's too long. That's too long. And so is that. Okay. Just trim these guys up a little bit. And then I'll show you. Alright, so I just zip tied that puppy, and it's gonna kind of go like this, and I'm going to grab this, glue it all kind of like that, and then we're going to fluff around with the bow and probably stick these guys in there. So this is just a zip tied together as a bunch, if you will, and what I should do, ouch, because there is a knob on there that is sticking me. I kind of want it to look like, where's the top? Okay. I kind of want it to look like it's been tied on there. And I think it needs more tails, which is okay. Yeah. I don't really have a pair because Mom does. So I'm not sure. I like this idea of bringing it in, but now I'm not in love with it. So I'm thinking that this probably would look better. There's an idea. Yep. I kind of like that better. All right. Are you on? glue gun. Let's turn it on. I am going to glue it. Actually, you know what? I got a better idea. Because I really want to make sure that it stays. These zip ties are like my new best friend. Well, that kind of laid nice. I like it. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. I wasn't too sure about the color before, but I do like it now. Just gonna grab another one underneath here. Come on. I don't think I'm going the right way. Oh, maybe I am. No, I'm not. I hate that. Get it all positioned, and you think it's going to be just perfect, and then the zip tie is backwards. Story of my life. Okay. Come on. This is ultimately more secure. I don't like that you can see it, but I'm going to do my best to hide it. Okay, I think it's pretty good. What do you think so far? I could take it. And then we'll get the right bow down here, and I think it'll be nice. Oh, nice. I wish we had all those flowers. Nothing has. It's still too cold here. Nobody. We're certainly not ready for anything. I want to tuck this guy up here. Let's see if I can get him under there. There we go. Not too shabby. Kind of like it. It was kind of, and I like it when it's what's in my head. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so now we got to figure out this bow. And I don't know if it necessarily needs to be black. I think it just needs some of this. So we have lots of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an old hand-tied ruffly bow. One more. think I'm going to like this better ultimately. Okay. This I just need to turn. So come down the right way. I got an idea. Come on, get up front. There you go. All right. Ugh. This is really hard to tie, but we'll get it. Come on. All right. Now, okay. How's your mom doing, Elizabeth? I hope well. And Noreen, if you're still around, you haven't mentioned your mom to me either. How's she doing? Okay. All right, I think the ribbon's too big, but yeah, I think it's too big. I need about half that size. Okay.